Today I want to offer you my final challenge. And in some ways I think it's the easiest, other ways the hardest. And here it is. I challenge you to encourage someone. I'm not talking about just mundane conversation about superficial things, but through meaningful, uplifting conversation about spiritual things. Hebrews 3 verse 12 says, "Watch out, brothers and sisters, so there won't be in any of you an evil, unbelieving heart that turns away from the living God, but encourage each other daily, while it is still called today, so that none of you is hardened by sin's deception." Hebrews gives us both a warning and a promise. The warning is that our hearts can turn away from God. Satan is very active right now. He's presenting us with new temptations, more reasons to complain or be impatient or resentful. Satan is active, and so those temptations can pull us away from God. But the promise is that if we hold fast to our faith, firm until the end, then we will receive what was promised to us. One of the hardest things about right now is the social isolation. Just the feeling of being disconnected from the people that we're close to. And Satan is going to try to exploit that to his advantage as much as possible. So we need one another now, more than ever. So here's where my challenge comes in. Take advantage of this time. Be there for someone else. Encourage someone spiritually. But how do we do that when we can't meet in person? Well, you and I already know the answer to that question. We can pick up the phone, we can call, or we can text. We can Facebook, we can FaceTime, we can Zoom. We have ways to connect about other things. So we just have to prioritize it and do it. But it's not the same, you say. Well, no, it's not when we can't meet in person. But think for a moment about the apostles. The apostles couldn't always be present with other Christians, and so they wrote letters to encourage them. Let's follow their example and take advantage of the ways we can communicate and the ways we can encourage, and let's use those opportunities to build each other up. But how do you do that? Here are some short conversation starters. You might say, well, here's something that I've learned about my relationship with God recently. Or you might say, I really appreciated the thoughts of the Zoom Bible class recently. What did you think? Or maybe you want to go deeper, so you ask, how has COVID-19 challenged you spiritually? Get creative. Think of ways that you can encourage others spiritually. I leave you with this thought today from Proverbs 12:25. Anxiety in a person's heart weighs it down, but a good word cheers it up. Will you be the person to give a good word to an anxious heart and build and uplift it up for God today?